Hi, I'm Lauren Darby. This week for my art assignment, I chose a comic from Study Group that's called Mildred by Marian Doyle. I found this comic quite strange and also intriguing because it's kind of like a whirlwind of emotions, and she's very psychotic. Anyway, I did have somewhat of a hard time figuring out which one of Scott McCloud's transition groups this fit into, so I've ultimately decided that there's two. In the first four frames, it does show a movement-to-movement transition. If you look, it zooms in on the house. So first it shows that there's a for sale sign in front of it, but it's off in the distance, like it's a deserted house out in the distance. And then it zooms in. It's a nice looking, quaint little place, and then it zooms in on the broken windows and the spider webs. So you kind of think there's not anybody living there until a little later on. It shows this old lady in a bed. This is where it goes from moment to moment to action transitioning. She goes through her morning routine, and then you get down to where she's combing somebody's hair, and you have no clue who it is. It might just be spaghetti on some kind of stand, but anyway, it doesn't really clarify that. Then it shows the doorbell ringing. So then she answers the door, and it's the realtor for the house. This goes on through the rest of the comic. It goes from action to action. They have conversations. It keeps the same two characters throughout the rest of the comic. It just goes from her meeting her to her pushing her into a chair and locking it, and then they go on to very in-depth conversation. She's begging her to let her go. And then she shows her C-section scars as proof that she has children. And then ultimately in the end, after she converses with her pet rats or friendly rats, that she should let her go. So then at the very end, she finally releases her. If I can get there. She finally releases her at the end, and then she's able to run out of the door. So, with the two characters throughout the rest of the scenes, I have ultimately made the decision that those are action-to-action transitions. The beginning was moment to moment with the zooming in. I do hope that you read this because it is kind of interesting. I want to know the person that actually came up with this pretty crazy comic. But anyway, have a good day.